Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Pineapple coming at you with another video here. We're going to do our usual Sunday chat. We're going to talk a little bit about professional wrestling. We're going to talk a little bit about music. Actually, we're going to talk a lot about music in this one. And we're going to talk about life here in Florida and what's going on. So, first off, let's talk about life here in Florida and what's going on. Hurricane season has started. Monday, I believe, was the official start, and Mother Nature took notice. It has been rainy and overcast and humid and just, you know, um, not terrible. I don't want to say terrible, but it's not sunshiny, hanging out on the beach like it was last Sunday. So they're got to deal with that. Oh, positive note though, have seen more dolphins this week than I've seen in a long time. I've seen 9 dolphins this week at work, and I only worked 3 days. So that's cool. My lovely wife Jennifer actually on Tuesday saw a manatee. It was like 12 feet from a manatee. So that's cool. I, without sports, formal sports, we still have pro wrestling and we've got Korean baseball if you're willing to do that. Got an email from FanDuel saying, make sure you set your Korean baseball fantasy lineup for money. Wow, that's pretty desperate. That's a pretty degenerate gambler that gambles on that. But it takes time to enjoy nature and do things that you're usually too preoccupied to notice. So that's fun. Bella is actually sitting out here with me. She's just right over there, just chilling in her chair because it's not raining and she wants to be outside. So she's outside with us. Housekeeping here. We're going to move a little housekeeping and move into music. I recently downloaded this app called AccuRadio, I want to say it's called. Let me pull up my phone here real quick. As you know, we do this all in one take, so probably, yeah, AccuRadio. What it is, people make their own radio stations and upload it to the app. So that's pretty fun. My boy Drew Cage, for all you Fort Waynians, you may know him. He has made a station called Deviant Radio. I put a link up on the Facebook. I'm not sure how to put a link on here, but download the app. And yeah, I believe it's called Deviant Radio. Actually, I'm going to pull it up here on my phone. We're going to be doing this a lot during the music section because it's important to get these things right. Yeah, Deviant Radio, crafted by Drew Cage, going against the conventional thinking that people only listen to one type of music. Deviant Radio is focused more on attitude and style over format-specific artists, which is true. It's like he took all my mix CDs and then just threw them up on the radio. Yeah, so like if you know me, I never make a mix CD as like all rock songs or all rap songs or all soul songs or all, no. There's a little bit of here, a little bit of there. They usually have a common theme, weaving throughout them as a good mix CD does. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was listening to some songs. For instance, I was listening to some Billie Eilish was on there. Some an older song from the late '90s called "Pure Morning" by Placebo. I heard for the first time in a long time, and that made me happy because I hadn't thought about that. And there's some Luscious Jackson in there, and there's some Ghost, and there's some new stuff, there's some old stuff, there's some grooves, some Dr. Dre was throwing in there, some Snoop, Snoop-a-loop with his hat was thrown in there. It's fun, it rocks. Highly suggest you check it out. Maybe you have a 25-minute commute to work like I do every day, so you could just pop that in your car and just chill out, relax, hear some good tunes. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. I want to plug Drew on that. Very cool thing that he did. Got me thinking maybe I should do that. But I know he's a professional, and I know he put like months of work into this before debuting it, so it comes off as a shiny, polished, really good station. I'm not sure if I have that kind of time or patience to do that. So I commend Drew for doing that, and I suggest you all download the app, find a station, listen to it. It's gold, baby. It's gold. Yeah. So continue on with the music. Let's talk about some music, and let's talk about a song. Let's talk about a band a Canadian band. Let's talk about a Canadian progressive band. Maybe you've heard of them. They are inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They are Rush. Rush is so cool. Their catalog is so large. I could do 15 minutes, or even longer, just talking about Rush. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go with a very different type of song for Rush. It's a radio-friendly song. It's about 3 minutes long, so it's short for them. But it does have the typical Rush message within the song, which is very important. So it's called Closer to the Heart. It's played on the radio a lot. I'm sure you've heard it at one point or another. I'm just going to go over the lyrics real quick because, once again, my lovely wife pointed this song out. She goes, I heard the song on the radio. She goes, this is a good song. So I think everybody needs to take a lesson from Rush. And, just you'll know what I'm talking about when I go into the lyrics, if you don't recall them already. So, it goes, the opening lines. I'm not going to do a Geddy Lee. I don't feel like straining my voice and going that high, so I'm just going to read them. And the men who hold high places must be the ones who start to mold a new reality closer to the heart. Closer to the heart. That's everything going on right now. The blacksmith and the artist reflect it in their art. They forge their creativity closer to the heart. Yes, closer to the heart. The philosophers and the plowmen each must know his part to sow a new mentality closer to the heart. It's on us to come together. To come together as a people, as a society, as everyone. This is what I'm preaching, and I've been preaching. The love and the positivity has to come. These separations among us, they got to stop. They're gonna stop one way or the other. But let's do it. Let's come together with love and unite people, and treat others how you want to be treated. We all know that one, right? We all know the golden rule. It's really the only rule to live by, So, let's do that. And, it's a good song, too, Find it on YouTube, play it on Spotify, whatever, just listen to it. It's a good, catchy tune. It's got a great message, especially with everything going on right now. I'm not going to address each individual issue and how people are feeling. Just, if we could, it's up to us. It's up to our leaders. We have to forge a new reality. We have to come together. So there's my music bit. Just keep it positive. As you can see, I am the sweet one. So we're gonna go with that. Just a quick touch on wrestling, and then we'll get out of here. AEW, and which is the promotion I follow. We have a feud boiling up. It's a slow burn, but it's coming up. Jericho and Orange Cassidy. Woo! Two of my favorites. Got the King of Sloth Style versus Y2J. My all-time favorite. The GOAT. Arguably the GOAT. With Chris Jericho. The only guy who I've ever got starstruck by. Having a feud with Orange Cassidy and best friends, inner circle of the best friends, that's boiling up. It makes me excited. It makes me happy because I know once they get in the ring, and everything they've done building up to it has just been, it's been genius. It's been gold. It's wrestling gold. It's a little comedic. It's a little outlandish. It's a little over the top. Just how I like my wrestling. So there's that. Talking about life, talking about music, talking a little bit about wrestling. Thank you for joining us. Be good to one on each other. It's up to us to forge new reality, right? And I love you all. I am the table. Take care.